Okay, in this video, I'm going to tell you if you should or shouldn't let your dog on the furniture. All right, so the question, the eternal question, should the dogs be allowed on the furniture and sleep in bed with us? There's more controversy about this than probably anything else in the dog world. Well, good news, I'm going to settle it for you right now. You do whatever you want to do. How's that sound? All right, let me explain a little bit more because it comes with one specific stipulation, and that is it has to be on your terms. So the one thing that I've learned being a parent now that I have kids, as well as spending my life with a dog for the last 15 years, is that everybody's going to have slightly different rules. So my parenting style with my kids is slightly different than maybe their friends. And I make my kids go to bed at a specific time, and their friends may go to bed earlier or later. And who's right? You know, we're both right. If it works for us, my kids go to bed at this time. If it works for one of their friends to go to bed later, if they're okay with it, sure, that's cool. There's a lot of shades of right. So it's whatever I want. But the key has to be on my terms. My kids can't be deciding when they go to bed. I've got to be the one to decide that. I'm setting the rules. Same things with our dogs. If you want your dogs on the furniture, awesome, that's cool. Just make it your idea. And everything in the dog world is okay if it's your idea. Just make you the checkpoint before all these rewards. Sleeping on the couch and the beds and everything, those are rewards. Just make them come through you like all other rewards. So if your dog wants to come on the couch, just get a little eye contact. That's please. Sure, come on up, snuggle with me. So you get to snuggle with your dog, but it was still under your control. You had the power. You turned it off, on or off. You want to sleep in bed with your dog? That's great. Eye contact first. So for me, I have a 55-pound pit bull. I can barely share the bed with my wife, let alone a big dog like that, because I know she's going to take the whole thing over. So I didn't want her sleeping in bed. But I do love cuddling with her on a rainy day. There's nothing better than that. So I just made it my idea. My dog never is allowed on the bed unless she says please and I say yes. So she'll come over to the bed, she'll look up at me. If I say yes, come on, she'll jump on the bed. That's awesome, then we can snuggle. If it's just not the right time, or when my kids were really little and they were babies and they were on the bed, I didn't want her jumping on and squishing them, then I didn't invite her up and she sat on the floor. Now, that result sounds very easy, but it took some training. You know, if your dog wants to come up, you have to keep removing it and making it do those checkpoints first. If your dog has already had access to this stuff, it's going to take a little time because you're changing the rules. They never had to ask for permission, and now you're asking for it. So there's going to be a training process as your dog learns the new rules. But on the grand scheme of things, whatever's right for you is okay, even if it's different from someone else, as long as it is on your terms. All right? I hope that makes sense. So if you want to, go snuggle up with those guys.